On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what one. A blessed and wonderful Wednesday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in Jamaica. So watch your snow, my peeps. In the morning, we're going to kick it off with some international stories. Then we move right on into the local updates and stories. Now the first thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, in the morning is really more so of a bittersweet moment as we celebrate the life and passing of this young man presently on your screen, identified as 103 years old, Cecil Hall. Now, Cecil Hall was also an avid listener of On The Spot News Media. And when news broke that he had passed, I tell him, my peeps, a piece of me went with him, because at 103 years old, just don't believe, that's a whole lot of life that he has lived fully, may I add. Now I just wish to take the time this morning to give my most sincere condolences to the bereaved families of Cecil Hall as they grieve and also celebrate the life of their dearly beloved Mr. Hall. Sleep well in the precious arms of the Almighty Creator, Mr. Hall. Boy, may I tell you, you lived well. Yeah, man. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about, another sad story. Another Jamaican lost his life in a rather tragic circumstances. Now, on your screen is Delroy Henry, said to be from a little district in St. Thomas, known as Fonthill, that is north of Seaforth. He was living in Hollywood, in Florida, and working for a company that supplies military gears to the armed forces right across the United States of America. He met his untimely death in an accident, a fiery accident, where his body was totally burned beyond recognition. So I want to take this time out also to offer my most sincere condolences to the bereaved families, as I'm pretty sure they are grieving, and others have also lost their lives, and many others seriously injured from that fiery accident in Florida in the United States of America. Boy, that one really rough, but all we have to do, or all we can do, is pray for the family in their time of bereavement. So anyway, make we continue. Now the next thing that we're going to talk about is coming out for a neighboring Caribbean island, the Cayman Islands. Some Jamaican criminal elements, some old dirty corner boy, gone at the people in place with them dirty scamming mentality. Now on your screen is a Jamaican man. Him and 4 others went to Miss Sherlene's store, and they basically used American Express cards to swipe, 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 left and right. Them just buy things because I don't feed them money. Now, the matter have since been reported to the police and the cards were flagged, but the criminal elements are still on the run. It is also reported that they stole a number of Bath and Body Works from another person's store. So be on the lookout for these criminal elements who have fraudulently cloned other person's credit cards and using it to purchase goods or services right across the Cayman Islands. And you know, say Cayman Islands not really that big, so it not gonna take them no time at all if move from point A to point B. Yeah, man. So I hope that residents can recognize these criminal elements and call the authorities and have them arrested. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough, but anyway, back to local style. Now the first thing that we're going to talk about, you know, my peeps, is coming out of the St. Catherine North Police Division, where detectives assigned to the St. Catherine North Police are presently investigating a knockings and clappings and a suspected case of a man allegedly taking his own life. Now, on the Spot News Media was reliably informed that in the first incident, a man was conned up seriously so and injured and transported to the hospital sometime around 2 p.m. yesterday. Now, the suspect in that knockings and clappings has since been identified as Lloyd Percell, but them call him Sterling in our streets. Said to be 71 years old. Him con up the man and then allegedly took his own life. Now, looking at this man, it would seem as if he's a bus driver. The police also recovered a Beretta, a 9mm pistol with 2 9mm rounds at the scene in Golden Grove in Springfield District. That is where they found the body of Lloyd Percell. Now at that age of 71, so I'm just assuming that the man will get conned up is of a certain age. Also, 2 grown men having an altercation. One could have did work it out differently. And more than likely, who knows, but it's a high possibility that the firearm in question is probably, or should I say was, a licensed firearm now, deemed an illegal firearm because of the act that it was used in. Now we know for sure if a self-defense or whatsoever the case may be. Now 2 things for sure. One man is no longer among the land of the living, and the other man nursing some corn-up wounds in the hospital inflicted on him by the now deceased man. We need to find more amicable ways and means of dealing with our disputes. Applying deadly force should not, I repeat, should not be the first thing that comes to mind. Boy, may I tell you, my peeps, the thing rough. Now over there in the St. Anne Police Division, yesterday, Tuesday, over there in a section of St. Anne known as Hermitage, an unidentified male lose his life to the hands of a mob who repeatedly used machetes to chop him up. Yeah, man. Now on the Spot News Media understands that he was set upon by an angry mob sometime around 12:10 a.m. Reasons for the fatal chopping is presently unknown, but on the Spot News Media will most definitely be digging deeper into that one and update you subsequently. Yeah, man. Now the next thing that we're going to talk about, you know, my peeps, we have a list of criminal elements who have been deemed wanted by the police. Now the first criminal element presently on your screen has since been identified as O'Shane De La Pena, a criminal element more popularly known in the streets as Daggy. Now Daggy is wanted for a knife fatality. He use a knife and take a man 3 pints. He frequents the Albion district, Cedar Grove district, Manchester, and also parts of Negril. The next criminal element presently on your screen, definitely no stranger to On The Spot News Media and to the regular viewers and subscribers. This criminal element here presently on your screen identified as Anthony Williams. Them call him Pops, Advance, or Intratech in our streets. This criminal element here is wanted for a slew of firearm related activities. He's also wanted for escaping custody. He's also wanted for robbery with aggravation because he was a part of the robbery down at Portland when the criminal element Rashid Lyons aka Guess from Craigtown and them Cumbolos them to include him mother and sister went down there to rob a Western Union outlet. This criminal element here get a one can but always manage to escape the security dragnet. He frequents Wild Street, Almantown, the General Almantown, and also frequents the Kingston Western Police Division, more so in a Craigtown and the General Arnett Gardens community. The next criminal element present on your screen has since been identified as Philbert Anderson. Now this criminal element here is wanted for fatal knockings and clappings and a slew of firearm related offences. He frequents Carlet's Road, the place where them call Scarlet Road. He frequents the General, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, Marchpen Road, in that area there so. He frequents. But you don't know once them get at, them are going to step out and go other places that will take them in. Now the next criminal element presently on your screen has since been identified as Courtney Sands, but them call him Joshua in our streets. Now Joshua is wanted for fatal knockings and clappings. Come from Alman Town, but more time him out of St. Thomas, more time him out of Kingston, Eastern Police Division. Him they all bout up, skip, and I try to escape the long arms of the law. And the last criminal element, definitely not the least of them all, is this criminal element present on your screen identified as Tavares Brown, but them call him Redman or Brown Chops in our streets. Now this criminal element here is wanted for a murder and also a slew of firearm related offences. He frequents the General Almantown and also St. Thomas Police Division and the Kingston Eastern Police Division. So anyone knowing the whereabouts of any one of these criminal elements featured on the Spot News Media or any criminal element that are featured in the past, please alert the nearest police station. And as always, if you don't feel like communicate the information to the police, reach out to On The Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger. You can reach out to On The Spot News Media via Instagram at On The Spot News Media 876 on Instagram or On The Spot News Media at gmail.com via email. Give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. Yeah man. So anyway my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah man.